As mentioned off the top, last week's winner Chris Kirk has been very open and candid about his issues with alcohol and his depression and his recovery. Kirk is about 4 or 5 years sober now, so he's a little bit more advanced than where Grayson Murray is. This week's winner, Grayson Murray, on the same path, but he's only 8 months sober, according to what he was saying this weekend. So for those unfamiliar, the 30-year-old Grayson Murray was once one of the best players in the world for his age, winning the IMG Junior World titles in 2006, 7, and 8. At 16, he became the second youngest to make the cut on a Korn Ferry Tour event, and at 19, he played in the 2013 U.S. Open at Marriott. And then on July 23rd, 2017, he earned his first ever win on the PGA Tour, winning the Barbasol Championship. But that's when things started to go downhill from there, and he was on a bit of a slippery slope. The first time Murray said he probably should have gotten sober was when he spent a month as an inpatient at Betty Ford, Minnesota. That was 2 years ago. But then he said, after treatment, I got out. He did pretty well for a while. And then, like everyone, you think you can go back to having a couple drinks, and it was just a slippery slope. And he got back in it, he said. And then the second time when he might have straightened up was when he drove his rented scooter into oncoming traffic at the Butterfield Bermuda Championship in the fall of 2022. He took 50 stitches and a bunch of them to his face. And so still not the wake-up call he needed. But then last April, Murray was playing on his past champion status exemption of the winner of the 2017 Barbasol. He posted a first-round 68 in Mexico, and then the wheels fell off for him. Murray said, quote, I went out to the pool, played pool volleyball, had a few too many, and then woke up the next day before my round and started to chug some alcohol before the round just to get rid of the jitters. He went out there and shot like 80. According to reports, he actually shot 79. He said he shot 80, but then he got home, had an anxiety attack that lasted 4 days. He said it was the worst feeling ever, and that's when he decided to get some help. Well, following his round this Saturday in Hawaii, where Murray was tied for the lead heading into Sunday, he spoke about his low points in the past and said he's given up a few times before.
I've been out here. My rookie year was 2017, and I was young and thought I was invincible, and wasn't doing the correct stuff off the course to really give myself the best chance to succeed out here. And over the years, I've kind of given in. I've given in a few times, and then right when I try to give up, it's like someone gives me a little more inspiration, saying, "Hey, you got it, you can do it." And those are just the people that are close to me that I really lean on in hard times. And I just got to keep pushing through. That's the only way I know how.
Well, Grayson Murray also explains some of the low points he's had in life prior to getting back on track.
Yeah, I think there are multiple low points. My scooter accident in Bermuda was really a low point in my life, and I've obviously been vocal about the alcohol use in the past, and I'm over 8 months sober now, and I have a beautiful fiance that I love so much and who's so supportive of me, and my parents are so supportive of me, and my caddy Jay is just one of my biggest cheerleaders, and it just makes everything so easy when I get out here inside the ropes, when everyone is just in my circle, just really pulling for me, and they're right there with me when I do have those hard days, and I still have hard days, but I feel a lot more at peace inside the ropes now.
Well, Murray seemed to leave all that behind him when on Sunday he ended up in a three-man playoff at the Sony Open along with Byung-Hun An and Keegan Bradley. On the first playoff hole, Murray had a 38.5-foot putt that would put him in a great spot to win, and he stepped up and did this.
Wow. Grayson Murray's done it again. Sometimes it feels like it's meant to be. And watching Grayson Murray today, that's a feeling he might have and that a lot of people have.
Well, Keegan Bradley had a chance to tie, but he couldn't match Murray's effort, so Murray gets his first win on the PGA Tour since 2017.
I was just so fortunate to be in that situation. I feel like, I think a lot of things are going right in my life right now, and I'm at peace. And peace with the 40-footer in the playoff. And, I expected Ben to make it. And like I said, this game's crazy. But I knew I had to give it a chance. I wasn't going to leave it short. And, obviously 100% of the putts that you leave short don't go in. So, I just gave it my best stroke, and obviously it went in. But, I stayed positive, and it's all you can do. I think there's so many ups and downs throughout the round, and you just got to play your game. I know it's so cliche, but it's true. You just really have to focus in on what you're trying to do, and know that you're good enough is good enough.
Well, much like Chris Kirk, Grayson Murray's not afraid to discuss his past and hopes maybe he can be a motivator for someone else out there going through the same thing.
Yes, I would drink during tournament weeks. It was my outlet. I thought I was invincible coming out here as a 22-year-old, winning as a rookie. Played 3 days hungover when I won. Best thing and worst thing that ever happened to me was winning my rookie year, but also feeling like I was invincible. And it took me a long time to get to this point. That was 7 years ago, over 7 years ago, and I'm a different man now. And I would not be in this position right now today if I didn't, put that drink down 8 months ago.
You mentioned your faith and your girlfriend,
Yeah.
fiance, and other support people. Were you ever in a program or anything like that specifically for alcohol?
Yeah, I did go to rehab for a month, and it was by choice. It was time, and the Lord was looking out for me then, and He's definitely looking out for me now. And my story's not finished. I think it's just beginning, and I hope I can inspire a lot of people going forward that have their own issues.
Well, I mentioned a few moments ago about the touch of irony of Grayson Murray winning the same weekend that Rory McIlroy choked away his win over in Dubai. So the issue with McIlroy and Murray happened at a meeting following the PGA Tour Live Golf merger announcement. It was announced that the PGA Tour and Live were going to merge, and then all the players met. I believe that was right here in Toronto when all this happened. And then the meeting got heated pretty quickly. So according to reports, during the meeting, Murray reportedly told McIlroy, who was one of the loudest detractors for Live, to F off. That's the quote. He told him where to go. And then according to a report from an anonymous PGA Tour player, quote, Rory only responded to Grayson when Grayson was going off on tangents, outbursts saying things like, "We don't trust you, Jay. You should resign now. You lied to our face." And he says, "I forgot exactly what led to this, but Rory goes, just play better, Grayson." And that got a bad response from the crowd. So all the PGA Tour players upset with Rory for, trying to slag Grayson Murray. And he's saying, go out and play better if you want things to change. And, basically just kind of slagging Jay Monahan like a lot of players were feeling. Murray was probably just one of the guys to openly say it. And then Rory steps up trying to defend Jay Monahan and says, play better. So Murray definitely did play better this weekend. I only wish Murray had gone on Twitter and posted video of Rory 3-putting from 2 feet to blow his win with the caption, "Just play better, Rory." But alas, he didn't. He's gone the high road. I would imagine probably if Murray was still drinking, he probably would have had a few on Sunday night and posted a video, something like that. But he's not. And so the golf world missed out on that. But a lot of guys on Twitter were kind of going back and forth on this, pointing out the heated rivalry between the two and the irony that Murray gets his win and Rory choked one away. But still nice to see Grayson Murray get that win and get that monkey off his back and also get Rory McIlroy off his back as well.